Good morning. It's a beautiful bright morning out. Take a look at that. And I'm in the campsite, the name of which I've temporarily forgotten. I think it's, well, I'll tell you the name later. It's a really nice campsite. As I said yesterday, it was about a 75 ride from home, 75K ride from home. And it's a private campsite, not a provincial campsite. And so for it to look this nice is kind of unusual. And it's got the usual campsite noises, dogs, wailing kids, etc. So if that really bothers you, then you probably don't want to go here. But I think it's really nice. Okay, I looked it up. It's Camping St Justine, and it's located in St Justine, Quebec. And it's right near the border between, Quebec and Ontario. So I haven't talked about my plans at all. There's the bike. There's the tent. Survived the rain. A little damp, but it was pretty warm, so that wasn't a problem. Haven't talked about my plans. The ultimate destination for this trip is Rimouski. Maybe I'll make it, maybe I won't, right? And whatever happens is fine. The main thing is that I'm out here. So we'll see how that goes. And I'll be doing it mostly by way of the Quebec Bike Trail Network. Keeps me off the roads. Yesterday I was on the roads pretty much all day. Today I'll be on the roads more than half the time. But for most of the rest of the trip, I'll be on trails. Quebec has a great trail network, and I'm certainly looking forward to enjoying this bit of it. Aforementioned dogs. And as I was thinking last night, I'm in my tent because, they're all in different places, how three-dimensional this experience is, because you hear a dog here, then off you hear a dog there. And they're all signaling to each other, and they go in a chorus, of course. Anyhow, so for the next few days, I've got things booked. I've got a hotel just on the West Island in Montreal, which is my target for today. That's about 40 or 50 kilometers from here. Maybe less. I'm not sure exactly what it'll be, but it'll be about that. Reason for that is that there's not much camping on Montreal Island, surprisingly. So that's today. Tomorrow will be really interesting because I'll be cycling through Montreal, right through the heart of Montreal, coming out on the other end, the South Shore actually. I'll actually pass by the old Expo 67 site, later called Man in His World. I don't know what it's called these days. Hope it's not still Man in His World. Coming out, and I've got a spot reserved at a little hostel type place near Chambly. Nice and cheap, but the reviews all said it was clean, and that's the most important thing to me. Chambly, the next day is a long day. That's why I wasn't so hesitant to push it today. I wanted to see how it felt. It'll be 70, 80 kilometers, and I'll be going from near Chambly all the way to Yamuska Park, which is near Granby, Quebec, just after Granby. And that's a Quebec provincial park. They call them national parks here. And that's where I'll stay that night. After that, I've got a much shorter ride. Good to recover from the longer rides with a shorter ride. And that'll take me to, and I can't remember the name of the park exactly. It's Orville or Orenville or something like that. It's just outside Sherbrooke. And again, I've got a night booked for that. These are both biking camps. The one in Yamuska, you can only get to it by bicycle, which is pretty cool. We need more of that. So I'll be in the park near Sherbrooke, and then the next day is scheduled to be in Sherbrooke. I haven't booked anything yet. I might even just try to book a second night at that park. We'll see how that goes. And that's Sherbrooke. The plan from there is a few days, 2 nights, 3 if you count the destination, to get to Lévis, Quebec, which is just across the river from Quebec City. And I have a 0-day plan for Lévis. I do plan to go take my 0 and cross the river and going to Quebec City just on foot, just to visit it. So I take the 0 in Lévis, and then after that, it's the sprint to Rimouski. So there's a couple of stops. There's, what is it called? Montmagny or something like that. And then Rivière-du-Loup, and then Trois Pistoles, and then finally Rimouski. Those are all approximate destinations. And then I have a 0 planned in Rimouski, and the plan there is to pack the bike and take the bus back to Castleman. Take the bus because the train won't take the bike. I wonder if I could pack the bike and ship it by bus and take the train. That would be a lot more pleasant. Obviously, my plans for getting back aren't fully worked out, but it doesn't matter. Worst case scenario, I just stash the bike somewhere, take a train or a bus or whatever, get back home, drive back up, get the bike. That's what I did last year from St. Jerome, and that actually kind of worked. And then I get to bring Andrea with me, and she gets to see at least some of the places I went to on my trip. So that's the plan. Like all plans, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't work, and I'm fine with whatever actually happens. The main thing is, I'm here. I'm enjoying the woods, I'm enjoying camping. I slept well last night, which is great. The first night's not always great. And we'll take it literally one day at a time. This is today's garbage. That's the sum of it. This is the little town of St. Marthe, about 6 kilometers past the campground. And it's about as quiet as you can imagine on a Sunday morning.
Where are you heading?
Rimouski! Yeah, it's not a mountain, it's just a ridge, part of Mulry Road, but feels like a mountain. Oh, I am not a fan of hills. Okay, that out there is either the Ottawa River or the St. Lawrence River, however you want to describe it. Lake of Two Mountains, it's where the rivers come together. The other side of that is Montreal Island. I'll be following this trail. That'll take me to a bridge that'll take me over that water and into West Montreal. If you're wondering, this is a train tunnel. So many bridges. So here I am, all checked into my room at the Courtyard Marriott, just off of Highway 40. It's Sunday night, well, Sunday afternoon. Hotel's nearly empty. That's why the price was so good, I guess. So anyhow, they let me bring my bike right into the room, so that's really convenient. So that's probably it for me today. If I have any further thoughts, I'll add them on, but don't count on it. I'm gonna get a good night's sleep, shower, you know, the stuff that you need after a couple of days on the road. And I'm in Montreal.